Bought another collection. This was full of Daredevil and Fantastic Four. All right, guys, we are going to get into this collection. I'm going to break down numbers, talk all about it. But first, if you could hit that subscription button, hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. And if you want to be notified when I post content, hit that notification bell. And feel free to share the video if you're interested. So this collection came through the website from all the way from Rochester, New York, very far western New York. I am very far eastern New York, so it was quite a ride here. But he was willing to make the trip, which was great because I don't know when I was going to be able to even meet him halfway. So he made the trip. We met up. I had an idea of how much he wanted. I also had a good idea of what he had because there were some slabs. So he sent me all the information on the slabs. So I was able to do a little research ahead of time, which is always nice. And the only thing I needed to check out were the raw books. So let's take a look at all the slabs, and then we'll break down the raw stuff. All right, guys, so we are going to flip through the slabs quickly, and I'm definitely going to discuss a few of these that I'm going to be keeping and not moving quickly, such as this one. No reason to move this, just hanging on to it. A lot of these books have been cleaned, have been pressed. There are a couple CBCS in here. And there's a couple, there's a few of these randos. That's a nice one right there. I like that. Tales of Suspense 50, Fantastic Four number 50. Low grade, but still. This is a book that's been getting hot recently. And another Fantastic Four. Okay, so you guys just saw the slabs from the collection. We are going to go over some of the stuff you didn't see, but I wanted to quickly run down some of those books that I'm not selling yet and I'm hanging on to because I think there's a lot of room there. The first one is that Tales of Suspense 50. Now, it did come in a CBCS. I may crack it, clean it, press it, and send it off to CGC. It just hurts that those turnaround times are so long right now. It's just, is it worth it? Maybe. I'll take a real close look at it. Next up is Thor, God of Thunder number 2. This is the first appearance of Gore the God Butcher. Hang on to this one too, right? Why? We know Gore is coming. There's no rush. Next year, the Thor movie's coming out, so there's still room, I think, for this book to grow. And I did take a close look at this. It's every bit of that 9.6. There is one spine tick, breaks color, and same goes for the next book here, Young Avengers number 1. Hanging on to it for a bit. If you're paying attention to Disney Plus, you could almost see they're building these characters, these young Avengers. We've already had Speed and Wiccan show up. We know Kate Bishop is in the Hawkeye show. How many more characters are they going to throw at us? We've already seen one in Falcon Winter Soldier. We're getting teases. Are we going to see another one in Loki? Who knows? But they are kind of building the foundation here of the Young Avengers. So why move the book right now when there's room for it to grow? All right, 2 books that I left out. Here's the first one, Fantastic Four 49. This is the first Galactus and second Silver Surfer. This book's great. I enjoy this cover much more than our next book, Fantastic Four 48. Now, this is the money book. 49 is the runner-up. 48 is the first Silver Surfer and the first Galactus in cameo. This is a monster book. The prices just keep on going up with this one. So now let's go to the other stuff. There's a good amount of raw stuff too. So let's break it down here. Let's start with the Fantastic Four. This was all in here. Fantastic Four 211, first appearance of Terrax. Not in great condition, but watch out for this book, Terrax, A Herald of Galactus. Keep an eye out. This book is super affordable right now. It may not be sometime in the future. If we start seeing Silver Surfer, Galactus, and that starts happening, watch out for this book. Next up, Fantastic Four number 46. This is the first appearance of Black Bolt. I just feel like I keep repeating myself, but everything seems to be climbing right now, so another one to keep an eye on. And if you have 46, you should have 45. Fantastic Four 45, first appearance of the Inhumans, as well as the Black Bolt cameo. So a couple nice books. I may be sending both of those out to CGC. I haven't decided yet. Let me know what you think down below. And how about Fantastic Four number 36? This is the first appearance of the Frightful Four. I've had these books I've all come across multiple times. But the next one is actually the first time I've ever come across this, which is weird. Fantastic Four number 9. This is actually the third appearance of the Submariner in the Silver Age. Now I'm going to go over some Daredevil stuff. A bunch of these, I shouldn't say a bunch, 2 or 3 of these, it's the first time I've had these. And if you've watched my videos, you know that I say, I've told stories how I want something, I'm always looking for something, and then I get it. Like if I've never found it, and then all of a sudden I get it in like 2, 3, 4 collections in a row, and then never again. And this is the same thing. It happened right here in this collection. I'll let you know which book it was. But let's start out with Daredevil 131. This is the first appearance of Bullseye, not in great condition, not going to CGC. We're going to go from 131 and jump all the way down to Daredevil number 8. This is the first appearance of Stiltman. Then we're going to skip 7, unfortunately, which is the first red suit. That wasn't in here. Let's go down to Daredevil number 6. This is the first Mr. Fear. I may have had this book once or twice. This next book I've had a few times. This is number 5. This is the first appearance of the Matador. This one is beat up pretty bad. Keep going. Daredevil number 4, first appearance of the Purple Man. I've had this, I believe I have 1 or 2 now. And then the next book I've never had before. This is Daredevil number 3, first appearance of Owl. And then the next one is one of those books I was referring to. This is Daredevil number 2. All of a sudden, I've gotten 2 and 3 of these things in a row. This is the second appearance of Daredevil and the second appearance of Electro. So not bad, but there's one more. And this is the first time I have ever had this book. This is Daredevil number 1. This is the first appearance of Karen Page, the first appearance of Foggy Nelson, and of course, Mr. Murdoch, first appearance of the Daredevil. I've never had this book before. I did take a look at it. There is tape on the inside cover, so I'm already aware of that. This one's going to go out to CGC. I'm slightly concerned about restoration. I don't, just something, not color touch either. I'm concerned about page trimming. I don't know. I just had a gut feeling. I hope I'm wrong. I was looking at it. I was trying to, I took a really close look. I hope I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I don't want to be right. I'm probably not right. But just a weird feeling on that Daredevil one. So I was super excited to come across that. That was in here too. Let's talk price. So I got everything for the price of $4,100, which is great. Some things, some of the values are a little, I'm holding on to a bunch of these books. I'm not moving the Fantastic Four 48 anytime soon, so I'm just sitting on that. The 49, I think was the 49, a CBCS book. So that's not fantastic. No pun intended. That happens a lot. So $4,100 for everything. I feel like I did pretty well. I usually like to double up. I'm probably not doubling up on that $4,100. I'm probably not. This stuff was all great, but the Daredevil stuff is not easy to move. The conditions were not stellar, and they don't need to be, but they weren't great. So I think it was a pretty good offer. I think he was happy. I was happy. And that's the best, that's all you can hope for. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Let me know down below if you think I did well, $4,100. If you think it was a fair offer, was I too low? Was I a little high? I really thought it was right in the perfect little wheelhouse. So feel free to share this video. And as always, keep it comics.